What's going on, everyone? I'm Daniel Rodriguez, and welcome to my Legends of Tomorrow Season 2 premiere spoiler review. Make sure you have seen the episode. It should take me about 2 minutes to recap it, then give you the pros, cons, and final score. Thanks so much for joining me. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, over the next 3 months, I will be reviewing over 43 TV shows as well. I use CW fanatics just like me. I review other CW shows like Supergirl, The Flash, No Tomorrow, Arrow, Frequency, and Supernatural. So we begin the Season 2 premiere of Legends of Tomorrow with Nate Haywood talking to Oliver Queen. Yes, Stephen Amell does do a cameo in this episode. He's only in the episode for 5 or 6 minutes in total, but they do talk, and he's like, "The Legends, your friend Sarah Lance, I do know you are the Green Arrow." So they end up talking about, going into the Atlantic Ocean, that the WAYWARD went down in 1942, and the ship's underwater. They end up waking up Rory, which is Heatwave. He's down there, and he tells them the story about France, and then going to New York in 1942. Albert Einstein, he was a player, he was a pervert, just like men. He was a regular guy back then. I mean, he didn't do much. I've literally had girls in middle school, just like, because I guess they were dared and stuff. Like, it happens. It doesn't mean you're a pervert either. Maybe he just was, I've had people just like squeeze, you know what I mean? Like, it just happens, and whatever. I don't know why people just. It's not, he's not touching your inner, it's your skin. You have jeans on, so it's not like he's touching your inner, you know what I mean? So chill yourself out. Albert Einstein was just trying to do the mathematical angles of the woman's derriere, the best part. So anyway, Sarah is going after Damien Dark. He is in here, that rasky little old bastard. Ray stops her because he is a virgin, and he gets Albert Einstein. They end up being they get Albert Einstein, and they end up kidnapping him because I don't like science, so I didn't care for Albert Einstein, honestly. They say he's smart. Yeah, right. So the timeline is not changed. So they thought that Albert Einstein, if they steal him, the Nazis wouldn't build the atomic bomb. But it turns out that Albert Einstein's wife is the one that was forced to build the atomic bomb. So anyway, there is a pure battle, and Heatwave is shot and injured. Dark ends up getting away, and he goes on the submarine. Now the atomic bomb is released in torpedo style, and the team is scattered throughout history. The only person that couldn't teleport to go and beam me up enough, Scotty, was Rory, which is Heatwave, and of course Rip Hunter is still left behind with Rory, so he puts him in status, and Rip Hunter awaits the atomic bomb to end up hitting the Heatwave, or Wave Rider. Am I saying the Wave Rider, the ship? I don't know why I'm saying Heatwave. Heatwave is Rory. So Rory is still there, and the impact happens. In the present day, Heatwave ends up going to get his team, and he ends up getting all of them. The only person that was like in the dinosaur time was Ray. I don't know how long he was there. They never really specified how long he was there. I'm assuming a few days to him, or maybe 1942 to the regular 2016 sounds like a long ass time for them to be stuck there. So anyway, no one knows where Rip is, and Dark and the Reverse Flash are working together. The Legion of Doom is growing. Now they change history. Albert's wife, they kind of do a press conference, and they come out and talk, and like, we're in a relationship, so that changed history there. And then at the end, the Justice Society of America confront the Legends, and looks like they're going to be super annoying but cool at the same time. Now on to the pros and cons. First off, on the pros, I already knew Damien Dark was going to be in here, but it is great to see him return, man, because I was thinking to myself, how can he return? Isn't he dead? But then I thought to myself, it's 1942, of course he's alive. So anyway, I really enjoyed seeing Damien Dark again. Hopefully we get to see him in the future. But the thing is, I did not know Reverse Flash was going to be in there. When I saw I was like, Salvatore? Is that like the new villain for Season 3? Not Dr. Alchemy, not the rival. Was it some other new speedster that was going to be the main villain in Season 3? Salvatore, or whatever his name is. But it was Reverse Flash. I was like, what? How did he... I mean, I was literally like in shock, and I'm like, oh my god, like them two working together, pretty awesome. I gotta give mad props to the man who played Albert Einstein. He did a really good job. At first, the look, I was like, that's Albert Einstein? That's your interpretation of Albert Einstein? But it's basically crazy hair and a mustache, and after a while, after seeing it for a little bit, I was like, okay, I'm used to it. Anyway, that was a really good interpretation, and the accent and the just everything that Albert Einstein did. It was really awesome to see Stein and him kind of interact, and poor Stein. Albert Einstein's kind of a douche to him because he's like, I'm locked up, you're stupid, and like he's calling Heatwave the smart one, so an insult to Stein, but hey, what can you do? Now, I will say this. I didn't think that the Oliver Queen cameo was needed. I think it's a good add-on, but again, like it's good to see him in there. It doesn't add much to the story. I mean, okay, the guy talks to Oliver Queen. He brings him along on the Atlantic Ocean. And let me tell you, Rory starts the ship and they launch up. Did Oliver Queen get off the ship? I mean, they never gave him time to get off the ship because they go to the captain quarters and then they start the ship and then they go. They don't even see if he got off the ship. They don't see if he ended up leaving. I mean, that's a plot hole right there. Now, one of the best things about Legends of Tomorrow Season 1 was the CGI effects. And even in here, in this episode, these CGI effects were really, really, really good. Now, I will say this, and of course, I will always be 100% honest. I wasn't a big fan of the action this episode. Now, there are Legends of Tomorrow stuff in Season 1 that I loved. It started off great, Season 1, and then it kind of went a little, Russia, that, and then it got up, and it went down, it went up, and it went down, and it went up, and it went down. So Legends of Tomorrow had its ups and downs. With this, I wasn't a big fan of the action. Some of the action was good, don't get me wrong. The choreography is fine. I rather prefer the Arrow Season 5 premiere action was way better. But I couldn't get in. There were some parts, like the whole Paris thing in the beginning, with them in the stupid outfits and, you know what I mean? Like, all that stuff, I thought I didn't care for that. I honestly wasn't impressed by the action scenes. I wasn't impressed by it. I wasn't like, this is such a great, this is a great opening, I wasn't nothing like that. Now, hear me out here. Legends of Tomorrow Season 1 ended with the Justice Society of America, with Rex Tyler coming out, our man, and he said, "Are you Rip Hunter?" And he says all this, and the thing he said was, which I learned that he ended up saying, "Don't go to New York in 1942." Well, I thought the whole setup of Justice Society of America, I thought all of that, I thought the whole setup to that was so that the Legends could become part of the that they're going to become the Justice Society, that they're not going to be known as the Legends. That's stupid. I thought they would be known as the Justice Society of America, where they would become part of the team. So are they going to become part of the team, or are they not? Because then I know Justice Society of America is cool. I'm happy. You have really cool characters, and then you have the new Vixen and everything. But are they going to become part of the team or not? Are they going to become not the stupid Legends? Are they going to become Justice Society of America? Because if they're not, don't waste my time with these characters. Don't waste my time. I think one's called Lexington Steel or something like. There's really cool Midnight, Captain Midnight or something, and then there's a bunch of different things. Captain Steel. That's all interesting, and I like their costumes so far, especially the girl with the Captain America costume looky thing. That's really cool. But again, why did this whole episode... I know this is probably like a part 1 out of part 2 sort of thing going on with the story, and that the next episode will be way better, but you don't end the season on a cliffhanger with our man coming out, and then you don't even mention the Justice Society of America or anything until the end of the episode. Like, that's like in The Walking Dead. You end with Negan killing somebody, and then you don't show them the death until the end of episode 1 from the premiere when it releases. You know what I mean? That's like, you don't do that. You pick up where you left off. You don't, like, they started with Oliver Queen and the guy talking, and I'm thinking to myself, no. It took me literally 40 minutes to figure out. I was like, how did last episode end? How did the finale? Oh yeah, Justice Society of... Where are they? And then at the end of the episode, like, the whole setup to it was just, I didn't like it. So I'm assuming Rip Hunter is still alive because we didn't see his death. And until we see his death, then we'll know he's dead. So, and also, it wasn't an emotional death. There was no emotion to it. There was no nothing. It was just, so they wrote him off, I guess, until he comes back. Maybe the actor had to do something. Well, then why didn't you kill him off in season 1 or something when you had the chance to, instead of waiting and then doing season 2? And like, you could have just done that. I'm just being honest here. Let's full on be honest. I love Legends of Tomorrow. I think there are really amazing things out of the show. I like the characters. I don't think it's the best CW superhero show, but I do really enjoy it. I love a lot of moments. I liked Vandal Savage. I liked the parts. Like, I like the action scenes in there. But for this episode, wasn't a big fan of the action. I like some of the few scenes. But with Rip with the gun and shooting the Nazis, and then he was like, it was too out of place. It didn't feel right. Now, I thought this premiere was good, but I don't think it's anywhere near great. Next week could be great for all I know, and I already know I'm going to have a dislike. I already know I'm going to get a comment and saying they hate me, because I can't have my own opinion. I have to be with a pitchfork and lie and say, it was a really good episode, yay. It wasn't really good, it was just good. It wasn't, I could be the biggest Legends of Tomorrow fan, and I would still say, it was good. It wasn't fantastic. It wasn't amazing. It still feels like Legends of Tomorrow. I'm kind of glad that Hawkman and them aren't in there. But now that Rip Hunter's gone, and like, it's kind of like, oh, well, then you just lost the actor. When are you gonna get him back? And it's kind of like, but Rip Hunter worked so well with these characters, and seeing them go at it themselves ain't gonna be that interesting. Again, don't get me wrong, it's not like I'm hating on Legends of Tomorrow saying this was the worst premiere ever. No, don't get me, like, it was a good premiere. It just wasn't great. I was expecting great. Supergirl was great this week. Gotham was really good this week. The Flash was really good this week. Arrow was really good this week. And then Legends of Tomorrow premieres, and I'm thinking it's going to be great. And it was just good. The only great episode out of this week, as in great-wise, most likely was just Supergirl, and then the rest was either really good or okay. So I'm going to give Legends of Tomorrow Season 2 Episode 1 a B-. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed, make sure to smack the like button. You can comment down below, tell me what you guys thought about the episode. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Share this review with your friends, and hit that subscribe button for more awesome Legends of Tomorrow reviews weekly. Till next time, join the Big D Nation. The community is growing. Let's get it up there. Check out all the other content I do. Bye-bye.